What if problems your team face every day were actually golden opportunities? What if choosing the right problem solving technique could save hours of wasted effort, spark innovation, and build real team engagement? Stick with me because the answers might surprise you. Hi, if you're new to the channel, I'm Anna, and on this channel we talk about all things continuous improvement related. In today's video, we are diving into one of the core drivers of Lean's success, problem-solving techniques. We are going to explore why they matter, when to use them, and how to choose the right one for your team. And of course, I'll be sharing some real-life examples from both work and home to bring these concepts to life. So stay tuned because this one could seriously boost your team's efficiency. Step 1. Why use problem-solving techniques? Let's start with the big picture. Why do we need problem-solving techniques? Because problems slow us down, create waste, and drain morale. But when we use structured methods, we turn problems into opportunities to learn and improve. Techniques give us a framework. They help teams avoid assumptions and focus on facts. And problem solving isn't just for major breakdowns. It's for any gap between what should be happening and what is really happening. So whether you're missing deliveries, dealing with quality issues, or just constantly losing your house keys, problem solving techniques can help. Step 2. Choosing the right technique. Before diving into the tools, here's a golden rule. Use the right tool for the type of problem you're facing. Quick fix needed? Troubleshooting. Gap from standard? Try WISE. Recurrent issues? Try Fishbone or Pareto. Complex system issue? A3 thinking. Need visual input from the team? Go with brainstorming or affinity diagrams. Also, involve the team. Always. The best solution comes from those closest to the work. Step 3. Key problem-solving techniques. Tool number 1, 5 whys. A favorite in Lean circles. Ask why 5 times and dig into root causes. Sounds easy, right? Here's a workplace example. A machine stopped unexpectedly. Why? There was no oil. Why? Production team didn't spot that the oil level on the machine was below the minimum needed. And why was that? AM, or Autonomous Maintenance Calendar, where an overview of the SIL tasks are displayed, being those tasks clean, inspect, lubricate, and tighten, was missed. And thus the level of the oil was not adjusted. Why? No system for review. To prevent this from happening, we should implement leadership rounds to serve as moments to verify if all is in place, running smoothly, and all routine activities that should happen were indeed done. After these rounds, putting the results of it in a KPI that is visible to everyone is a good idea. Like that, each team can see how they are performing in comparison to the expectations set. Here's another example, this time at home. I burned dinner. Oops. Why? I forgot to set the timer. Why was that? I got distracted with something else going on. Why? Kids needed help with their homework. And why was that? Because I was not in a quiet space. And why again? Homework routine isn't set. Time and place to do it not defined or not followed. So, for example, by defining that kids need to do their homework as soon as they get home, I can put aside some time to help them in the living room, and then, when all is done, we'll pass to the kitchen and start cooking. The kids can even help in the kitchen with small tasks. This also means that after eating, they can play, do some activity they like to do by their own, or a collective activity like playing a game together. Use it when you want to uncover the underlying cause fast and with the team. Tool number 2, fishbone diagram, or cause-effect diagram, or even Ishikawa diagram. perfect for identifying multiple root causes. Categorize potential causes by method, materials, machine, manpower, measurement, and environment. Take this work environment example. Production is having a big percentage of quality issues. What is the cause of poor product quality? Could it be training, tools, procedures, materials? You map it out and then investigate the likely contributors. Most of the times, it's a combination of factors. Another example, this time at home. Constant arguments at dinner. Could it be tiredness, timing, noise, or unclear expectations? This one gives a lot to talk about. Use this with a group to spark discussion and get everyone thinking beyond the obvious. Rule number 3, the Pareto analysis, also called the 80-20 rule. Focus on the vital few causes driving most of the problems. If you analyze the data related to an issue and put it on a Pareto chart, you'll see several things. One is that you'll have a very clear view about the 3 biggest contributors to that issue, and second, seeing that you are able to define priorities instead of focusing either on the wrong thing to solve or on something when solved doesn't have a big impact on solving the problem. This is a great tool to prioritize where to focus your problem-solving energy. For example, you track customer complaints and find that 80% comes from just 2 product lines. Focusing on fixing the processes on these 2 lines will have a huge impact. Or at home, let's say that 80% of your month's spending is from just 3 categories: groceries, utilities, and takeout. If you get into a more difficult economic situation on a specific month, for example, you know where to try to adjust to go by and overcome that difficulty. Number 4, brainstorming an affinity diagram. To use when you want teams' input fast. Brainstorm, then group ideas by theme. For example, at work, you can ask, what's preventing us from meeting our daily targets? Everyone shares ideas. You cluster them into common causes: equipment, training, planning, etc. Or at home, if you are planning a family vacation, which destination to choose, which activity to go to. Everyone shares ideas, you group them into location, budget, activity type, and so on. This is a fun and engaging way to build ownership and see patterns in a sea of ideas. Tool number 5, A3 thinking. This is the gold standard for more complex, cross-functional problems. It walks through background, current condition, problem statement, root cause analysis, countermeasures, and follow-up actions. For example, monthly delivery delays. Multiple departments might be involved. Using this tool, you'll map the full flow and find misaligned planning cycles. Besides, it allows everyone to see the same overview about the problem and allows to define countermeasures and to have the visible follow-up plan. And at home, let's say that the kids are never ready on time in the morning. You work with them to define the routine, set expectations, and check results. Of course, it's not to expect that a kid would fill in an A3 template with you, but you can follow these 2 steps to guide the kids into getting an organized morning routine. A3 is excellent for developing people and encouraging reflection and learning. So, no matter which tool you use, problem solving is a team sport. Don't forget about it, it's very important. Involve your team, assign roles, a facilitator, a recorder, a timekeeper. Encourage all voices to be heard. Use facts, not opinions. Create a safe space to be honest. When the team co-creates the solution, they own it. And ownership leads to action. So let's wrap it up with the main key points. Problem-solving tools help turn chaos into clarity. It's important to choose the right tool for the right type of problem. And last but absolutely not least, always involve team members for better solutions and stronger culture. Problem solving is not just for big crises, it's a daily mindset. And when done right, it's one of the most empowering things you can do for your team and yourself. Thanks for watching. If you have any favorite problem solving tools, drop them in the comment. And as always, have fun with Lean implementations and see you